everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Lock-In podcast. For once, I'm in the same room as these two, and we're also in a real pub instead of a virtual pub, which is tremendous. So yeah, there's loads of reasons why it's a special edition. We are in my home city of Manchester, which is amazing, and also you can't see them, but we've got a TV crew here. I can't tell you why we've got a TV crew here, but if you're watching on telly, you know exactly why there's a TV crew here. So, right, it's also a special edition because we're only doing half an hour and then we're going to switch to live. So this is half an hour that's recorded and then we're going to switch to live. So, right guys, so welcome to...
Because it's a real pub. It's a step up.
I'm not sure I mentioned it, but I am from a small town just north of Manchester. So,
you've never said that before.
I know, I've never mentioned it, have I?
New information.
But, exactly. So, guys, we went out last night. We had a great time.
We did.
And so, what do you think of this wonderful city?
I actually love this. I really like the colour and the architecture and the feel of it. I didn't actually think I would so much, which I'm quite ashamed
You
to
were a
say.
bit nervous about coming further
nervous.
north than Watford, weren't you?
I thought I was going to get robbed the moment.
Yeah.
Went north of Watford.
You should see him on the train. As we were coming up, he was getting more and more scared all the way up.
It was also green as well. I don't know why it was green.
Grabbing hold of his man bag tighter and tighter as he got closer to Manchester.
As you know, I use man bags. Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, we went out last night, and let's have it right. The highlight was the axe throwing. So we went axe throwing last night.
We have to talk about this.
It was good.
Baz is a little hesitant to talk about this because, despite looking the most like a lumberjack, Baz was dreadful at the axe throwing. And I'm not even over-egging the pudding on that
No,
one.
in fairness, I've never done it before, and I'm probably never going to do it again.
I've never done it before. I've never done it before either, but I'll definitely do it again. Because it turns out I'm quite good at it. I'm not used to being good at anything.
And I'm used to
sporting
being good
related.
at stuff. I'm used to being good at stuff.
I know. I'm
I was
just.
furious that I lost.
Yeah, but the worst thing is I'm literally the logo for the axe throwing company, and I was the worst one.
You
there.
could be.
I got beaten.
You could
I got beaten by everybody, including a girl that had never done axe throwing before.
I would be
But
surprised
there
if you
we
get
go.
a call and you just have to pretend like you can do it.
Oh yeah.
And because we knew we were going to get filmed for TV, we decided that we would go easy on the beer and get an early night. And neither of those things happened in the end.
I was fine. I don't know why you were so ill this morning.
I don't know why I was so ill this morning.
We're probably not going to how ill he was this morning, but I think
how
it
ill
was.
I was this
But
morning.
anyway, that's not around. So I have got something a little special planned.
We don't know anything about this.
No, you don't do it. It's a little surprise for both of you.
I'm a bit worried.
So I've got a small carrier bag with some stuff in here. Right. So we're going to have a little bit of a quiz, a Manchester-based quiz.
Oh.
So quiz and answer. So what I want, Baz, is I want you to take that.
Oh, classic.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Hey. Do you mean, and I will be invoicing you for them. They're like $1.99 each.
I like it.
Right. So right. We're going to start I've realised as well that because we're not live, we can put proper graphics on it.
Okay.
So, are you ready
Like
for
this?
Are you ready for this? Right? Welcome to the great Manchester quiz. What do you think of that? Right? What did you loved it?
Is it here or there?
Oh my God, and there's an eagle. Oh,
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, edit all that in. I want to make it really difficult for you.
He just made me have to edit an eagle into it now. Right. Anyway, so we're going to do a quiz on great Manchester. So. Right then, so the first round, okay, is, right, what I need to do first is I need to give you both, where is it in my magic bag? Right, I need to give you both, don't you be looking at me quiz questions, I saw you. I need to give you both, thanks to my mum, for these Yorkshire puddings. So that's a Yorkshire pudding for you, and that one is a Yorkshire pudding for you.
Thank you very much.
So what we're going to do, the first round, I'm going to say a place name, and you've got to tell me if it's in Manchester or not in Manchester. Okay?
Okay.
If you correctly identify that one of these places in Yorkshire, play your Yorkshire.
Okay.
Hold your Yorkshire pudding up
okay,
front.
okay.
And you get double points if you get it right. If you get it wrong, you get 2 points taken away. for incorrectly playing your Yorkshire.
So we've done the quiz a few times.
Yeah.
And we've used geography, and
Yeah.
you've just landed this on me.
Yeah, exactly. So,
This is going to be a nightmare.
okay.
I can't wait.
So, you don't need your pens yet.
I just want to write something.
So, first place is Cockymore. So, is Cockymore in Manchester, Greater Manchester, or is it not?
I'm going to go with not.
You're going with not. What are you playing?
Oh, I'm allowed to go with not as well, aren't I?
You can?
I'm going with not as well.
Okay, well, that's a great start. You're both wrong. That's on the border of Bury and Bolton, so that's 0 points. Okay.
Brilliant.
So,
Good
the
start.
next one is Dunton.
You first.
I'm going to go not.
Okay?
No, I think it is.
You think
it
it is?
I think it sounds like
Whoa.
it.
You're correct. It's, do you know where it is?
It's in Manchester.
No. You just
Just
said it
learned
wasn't
that it's not in
Manchester.
This happens
I don't
all the
think
time.
you've got the idea of
No,
this, Baz.
No, I want that point.
Clearly not thinking
Okay,
about
so
it.
you don't get a point. You get a point. Where is it, do you think?
Dunton?
Yeah?
No idea.
It's in Bedfordshire,
There you
the county that you're from. Okay? So
Is it in
that's
Canada?
0-1. It's not in Canada, no. Right, so that's 1-0 to Baz.
Fantastic.
Okay,
I'll take
next
the point,
up. Right, next up we've got Ancoats. You're playing your York.
playing
He's
my
playing his Yorkshire, ladies and gentlemen. He's playing his Yorkshire. I'll put some sound on that. It'll be brilliant.
In that case, then, I'm going to go...
Yorkshire.
So what are the options again? If it's in Manchester...
Is it in Manchester or not? And he's playing his Yorkshire.
I'm
so he
going
thinks
it is.
You think it's in Manchester. You're quite correct. We're in Ancoats. So sorry about that, Joshua. So Joshua
I'm
gets...
really doing badly here.
Well, you're on -2. So you said it was in Manchester, didn't
I
you?
did, yeah.
So you get a correct.
I
You get a
actually
point
knew we
for
were in
correct.
Ancoats.
Right.
Okay. Next up, we've got Lower Gilmanton.
Lower Gilmanton.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare.
He's
Don't you dare.
Gone for it.
He's played his
He's
Yorkshire.
played his Yorkshire.
Oh, I've got to eat this at some point as well.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with not.
So you're saying not in Manchester. You're saying it's Yorkshire. You're both wrong. It's in New Hampshire,
I
in
just
the
want a
USA.
point. In the USA?
Yeah,
That
so
doesn't sound
you got
anything
0
like-
points and you got
Minus
-2.
two.
Take them away. We're going to do one more. No, 2. We're going to do 2 more places and then we'll move on to the
High
next round.
scoring game.
It is. Honestly, I can't cut the, you can cut the tension with a knife. Right. What are we going to go with? Wales.
I don't like this question. Wales?
You don't like Wales?
I do like Wales.
You've heard it here first.
Not the country.
Right,
the big mammal, of course.
Hate 'em. Oh, Wales pissed me off. Real? No.
Impressive creature. Anyway, what was the
Wales.
We'll have to Google this.
Wales. Of course you're not allowed to Google it. It's not a real pub quiz.
It's got to be a trick question.
Is it in Yorkshire? Is it not? Is it in Manchester or not? Or is it in
Did
Yorkshire?
you just slip?
I said the wrong word.
I want it again.
Are
I
you
want
confident
it.
of
Sorry,
playing
I'm
Yorkshire?
going to go for the obvious. It's not in any of those places.
It's not.
I'm
So
going
you're
to go.
saying
Okay, I'm
it's
going to go.
not.
It is in Manchester.
You're going. It is in Manchester. So, it's not in Manchester. So you do get a point, but you missed out on your Yorkshire because it is in Yorkshire. It's near Rotherham. Wales is near Rotherham. So 0-1. Right, one last one. We're going to go with Clifton.
Well, I'm going to go for not, because I think it's in Bristol.
Sounds like he knows. I'm going to go with it is.
There is a Clifton in Bristol.
It's not the one you're thinking of, obviously.
There is also a Clifton in Manchester, and that's the one I had in the card. So he gets a point,
I got
and you
a
get
point.
0. Right. You'll see the score on the screen when I can be asked to calculate it. Right. So next round. Okay. Next round, and again, your Yorkshires are in play. Remember,
yes.
your Yorkshires are still in play. Okay. I need a drink.
Stress being a host.
Oh, that's nice. Right. You need to tell me. I'm going to say the name of a celebrity, and you need to tell me were they born in Greater Manchester, or were they not? And your Yorkshires are in play.
Okay,
Okay.
brilliant.
Don't forget your Yorkshires.
Right.
Don't eat it, by the way.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been in my bag for about 4 days. That. Right.
pretty fresh,
So the
that.
first one is quite an easy one. Gary Neville.
Yes,
Yes. What?
he is born in Greater Manchester.
Okay. Do you know who Gary Neville
Yes,
is?
I have.
Okay,
I
just-
do know.
just-
I actually do know this one.
You might be better off not knowing who these people
I know.
are. To be fair.
I know. I'm thinking it might be best just to wing it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Did you say he is? You say yes?
Yeah.
Then I also am going to go with yes.
You're also going
I'm
to.
gonna go, yes.
You're both correct because he was born in Bury, a town called Bury, just north of
I've
Manchester.
heard all your stories. Anyway,
Okay,
right, I should
1-1.
know anyway.
Yes, okay.
You see that I've listened to any of these. And
Next,
taken it in, haven't you?
I don't assume you've ever listened to me, Baz. Right, the next one is this next celebrity, Danny Boyle.
Ooh.
Danny Boyle, is he from the Greater Manchester region, or is he not, or is he a Yorkie? See, as soon as I mentioned Yorkie, did you see everyone tense up then?
I'm trying to think of his accent. I'm going to go for Yorkie.
Oh, he's gone big.
Well, I'm already
I'm-
minus 2 anyway, so I need 2.
I'm going to go with yes, he is.
He is, because he's from a town called Bury, just north
my
of Manchester. So, Baz, you got -2. Okay.
Doing well.
Next up, Cherie Blair,
Oh.
as in Tony's wife.
Yeah, lovely lady.
Just checking.
I'm gonna pull out my Yorkshire.
He's pulling out his Yorkshire, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not a euphemism.
No.
I'm going to say she was born in Manchester.
Baz, you're correct. So that's -2 because she was born in a town called Bury, just north of Manchester.
I think it's gonna end
Okay.
and it just goes, oh.
I mean, I could be giving you a clue somewhere. Do you know what I mean? If you look hard enough. Right. So we've got 2 more.
Right.
Okay. Arlene Phillips.
She's just going to be born in Bury.
Oh, is she?
Or is she?
Oh,
Is this the
your
Yorkshire?
Yorkies are still in play.
Yes, they were before. I'm just going to jump in and say she was born in Bury.
Okay.
I'm going to go that she's not.
Okay. Well, Baz, you're correct because she was born in a town called Bury, just north of Manchester. Okay, last one. Okay. Guy Fawkes.
Oh, he can't have been born in Bury.
No.
You can't do this to me.
There aren't many Guidos born in
Yorkshire
Bury, are there?
Play. I'm going to go Yorkshire.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And there's an option for none of those.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Not born in Manchester.
Or Yorkshire.
Or Yorkshire, yeah.
Yeah, I'm having that one then.
Okay. Well, you get a point. You get 2 points because he was born in Yorkshire, which is not a town just north of
not, is
Manchester.
it?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank God.
So, right, here we go. We got 2 more rounds, and we are going to go on this one. We're going to go with accent challenge. I know you love accents.
I do
okay?
like to mock people's
So,
accents. Yes.
oh, there'll be no mockery. There'll be no mockery here. No.
Good.
No. So, I'm going to ask you to say a phrase in a Manchester accent.
Oh, I don't know
Okay.
what it is. It's just not-
And so the doors are locked. No one can come in and get you if you get it really badly wrong. I'm going to say a phrase, and I want each of you in turn to give me your best Manchester accent, and I'll decide who gets a point. All right. The first phrase is, "All right, our kid."
Is this for both of us? Just for...
One then the other.
All right, our kid.
Okay.
I'm going to sort of get in Liam Gallagher. All right, kid.
Oh,
Oh,
Strong.
I'm not sure it was as accurate, but you definitely get the point there for effort.
well done. No,
He really
that
went
felt
for it
good.
then,
I
didn't
tried
he?
to
He did.
just be
Yeah, he
normal
went.
and boring, but that was
He
good.
went. No, I was keeping an eye on my phone then. That was so accurate. Right. Next one. Next one. Can I cadge a lift to the party?
Can I cadge?
Yeah.
Can I?
It's Manchester vernacular, darling.
Can you say it again?
Can I cadge a lift to the party?
Can I catch a lift to the party? I can't.
And this is why we did this round. This is the entertainment
Oh,
that I
so
did this
different.
exact
Very
words.
Yorkshire on that one.
Okay, come on then.
I don't know.
Hang on.
All right. You got cocky after round one. Let's see
No,
yours.
just...
Can I catch a lift to the party? Look at him. He doesn't even need to speak. He's gone mank.
That's easy to do, right? Can I catch a lift to the party?
No, you said it wrong. It's cadge. Right, neither of you got a point there. That was very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. The last one on this is, I swear down I didn't say nout to no one. Which might be a triple negative, I don't know.
I swear down, I didn't say no to no one.
If nothing else, we are on the telly, so if nothing else, you might get a part as an extra in Emmerdale with that one.
Repeat the phrase again.
They're all the same to
I
me,
swear
don't know.
down I didn't say nout to no one.
I swear down, I didn't say now to no one.
Right, that's all right. Then. We'll let you have that. We'll let you have
I
that.
need to learn the difference between North and Manchester, don't I? Really?
So that's
obviously,
exactly.
I don't have a clue.
It's
In
borderline
London,
racist, assuming that we all sound the same.
I think we'd have to
above
delete this
Birmingham.
round. It's too racist.
No, that's it. Right. Okay. Right then, we've got a round on slang now. Okay. So, question number 1 is, why might garden centres not advertise hanging baskets in Manchester?
Oh.
Even my daughter in the corner there is confused.
I'm going to take a guess here.
And she's from
I'm
here.
going to take a guess here.
Yeah.
Are hanging baskets balls in Manchester?
Oh!
That is exactly what I think.
You
I know
two have gone guttural on this one.
Sorry.
There's
Exactly
nothing
what
to
I
do with that. No, because hanging means awful.
Oh.
Oh.
Disgusting. So if you advertise hanging baskets, no one's going to go into a shop that's selling hanging baskets, are they? You want top baskets. Anyway.
This is
All
strange.
right.
Right, there you go. There you go.
It's
strange
Right.
city.
I feel like
Well,
I'm in an alien
Right. Okay, so what...
Hang on, what do they call them around here then?
Eh?
What do they call them around here?
Bull.
Hanging baskets. You just want to advertise it.
Okay.
I thought you were asking what they call balls around
No,
here.
they call them cherry bombs. In I don't know, they might do. Right, what's a ginnel?
Oh.
Ginnel.
I didn't say repeat the word ginnel.
Looking around.
You don't get any
Manchester,
points.
ginnel.
Help me, Manchester.
Is it another word for a bathroom or a toilet?
It's not.
Damn.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
it might be an alleyway.
You're quite correct. So you were nearly there because they do tend to smell of piss. So I might give you. No, I'm not going to
No,
give you
it's
half a
all
point.
right.
All right, I'll give you a full point for that one. And then the last one on the slang round is dibble.
Dibble.
What does dibble mean?
Dibble. A policeman.
Officer Dibble.
Yeah, I literally
Okay.
went. Let's go Officer Dibble.
I think it's to steal something. Because it's
No,
Manchester.
you're wrong. He's right. It is.
after
It's
dibble?
Rozzers.
Oh, God, okay.
It's the Rozzers. Right.
Officer Dibble finally came.
There
handy.
you go. 1-0 on that one.
Wow.
And okay. One more on this, and then we'll do 2 final questions.
Cool.
So, I'm realising that you haven't actually used these things that I paid £4 for.
Yeah,
so
I know.
we'll use them in the next one.
Okay.
So, the final thing is, what does it mean to put wood in hole? TV cameras have stopped filming now, so you can say what you like.
Hole?
Put wood in hole.
How old are you? That's all right then.
Put one in all. It has to be, doesn't it? I'm going to say it. Actually, maybe it's just like a snog. I'm just going to go with a snog.
A snog.
Yeah, you know.
Do that again.
I don't think,
Do that
no,
again.
don't do that again. I don't
No,
think I'm going to get over the first time you did it.
I want to see the technique. That was all.
Yeah, well,
Carry on.
a very low number of women have enjoyed it.
Baz, what do you think put wood in hole means?
Put wood in hole. I want to say it, but it obviously isn't that. It's not that. I think it's literally what it is. Put the wood in the hole.
Well, you think it's a piece of wood in a
What?
hole?
Put a piece of wood in a hole.
Everyone needs a phrase for
Stoke in
that.
the fire.
Everyone needs a phrase for that.
Imagination.
Stoke in the fire.
No, that's not correct. Soundman from over there. Do you want to answer?
Close the door.
Close the door. Put wood in hole. Oh, come on now.
I feel like I've
That's
heard that, actually.
that's a point to the soundman.
That's
So he's already ahead
that's
of me.
too literal. Yeah. Well,
It is too literal, isn't it? Okay, so 2 questions left. We're going to do nearest to the pin. So you do need your
Oh.
boards for this one.
Yay! Right, that's why I came here.
Right. Question 1.
Josh goes in the end.
Question 1 is put plastic in the hole.
Plastic in a hole.
There you go.
Need a
wood
word
in
for that,
hole.
really.
Yeah,
don't we?
exactly.
Need a better word for
Right. All right. So, what is the population of Greater Manchester?
I know you're not playing, but
I've got the answer written down, mate. I'm not going to copy you.
shoddy. So I'm just
Come on,
preparing the pen. Right.
mate. That cost me $1.99. That you better.
God.
Ooh, blimey. Doesn't work.
Yeah. Right,
Okay,
there you
so we're discovering
Technical
that
difficulties.
that apparently £2 pen and
Oh no, you just
pen and white
just
clean
have to
thing
press
sets
harder.
aren't very
go. I'm
good.
actually rubbing it out by going over it.
Okay, well,
Oh no!
As-
Life has happened.
if they can't see, I just need to see.
No,
So,
you ready?
Yeah.
okay. Baz has gone with 1 million.
I have gone with 2.6 million.
Joshua has gone with 2.6 million. Do you know what? I'm going to give Joshua 2 points because it's 2.8 million.
Oh, I'm proud of that one.
Very, very
Come
good.
on.
Right, so that's Joshua 2.
I just thought it's about,
Baz, none. Right, last
This
question.
is like X-ray all over again.
Okay, last question on this is going to be... what year was Vimto first produced?
Oh, right.
Manchester's own Vimto.
Right. Manchester's own Vimto.
Yeah.
What's in a cheeky Vimto?
That's like Port, WKD.
So that's it. Port and Blue Wicked.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good game. I like this game.
Barman.
Wait, what?
I've no idea, so I'm just plucking numbers out of the sky.
I'm going to add on 2 years.
I think you're definitely taking this far too seriously.
No. All right, I am ready.
Okay, Baz. Joshua, you're Joshua, aren't you?
I went with the dystopian year of 1984.
1984.
Everything is 1984.
Baz.
I went for 1756.
1756. Bloody hell.
What the?
No, it's not. It's not even like... I can't be that accurate. Do you mean 4 minutes to 6 in the evening?
yes.
I can't be that accurate. It was 1908. So, Joshua, I think you are 70 odd years out, but you get the point because you're closest.
That's all you need.
It was nearest to the pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Right, the scores are on the screen. I can't be bothered to work it out, but it's clear that Baz is the winner.
Whoa, is it?
Yeah,
I
don't know. It wasn't really entertaining me sitting here doing that mental arithmetic. So it says on the screen who the winner is. On that bombshell, it's time for us to go. But don't go anywhere because straight after this, we'll be back to being live. And Baz and I will talk to you lot and we'll discuss what has happened here. Oh! Now that was a dramatic pause, wasn't it? While I figured out how to work that.
I thought we were going to get a massive glitch just then. Hello.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something. It'll be a lot more slick when we're actually on the telly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to clearly a new format for the Lock-In podcast. And also, I don't know if you spotted, but me and Baz have upgraded. Look at this. We can go all ASMR. We can do the whole podcast like this if you'd prefer it. We won't, but we could do. But yeah, me and Baz, it is live. Yes, Lou. Yes, Lou, we are live. This is real life. This is live. This is 23 minutes past 9 on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I don't know why I struggled with what day it was, considering there's only one day we do the podcast.
Well,
but there you go. Well, anyway, thanks for watching our 24 minutes of us at 11 o'clock in the morning in a pub, really hungover, being filmed for the telly box. So, yes, Kathy, it's going to be on in the spring. We can't tell you why. We can't tell you what it is. But did you pinch him from the salmon? It does. If I took this off, it does look suspiciously like the one from the recording in Manchester. But yeah, here's a little secret from behind the scenes of telly. That microphone wasn't even plugged in. They said it looks more like a podcast if we have a microphone in the middle of the table. So.
I didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah, he had to go to his car to get that one because I think it was a sufficiently old one that he didn't mind being near our beers in case we spilt it. So yes, that whole 24 minutes is not going to go on telly. We are doing something on TV, and they wanted to film us. So they filmed. I'll talk through what I can tell you. We filmed on Wednesday last week in Manchester. So it was, like I said, on the VT there, on the VT. You see,
VT,
yeah,
you're
mate.
a professional now.
Oh, of course, mate. Oh, we've had TV cameras pointed in our face last week. We are. Yeah, on the VT there, you saw that. I said that it was great to have the two of them in Manchester. It was brilliant to be back. Really enjoyed being in Manchester. Really enjoyed taking two of my Bezzy mates around Manchester. My daughter was there, watched the filming all day, and then we went out on the piss with her on Wednesday as well. So that was really, really cool. I had a really, really good time back in Manchester. And yeah, the 24 minutes isn't going to be shown. I can't tell you what we're doing on telly, but I can tell you it's going to be on Channel 4 in...
Oh, I mean, let's say that.
No. In the spring next year. What else can we say? Oh, so I'll just talk you through what we did, because what we did on Wednesday will not give any clues away. Anyway, it's we were filmed from 9 until 5:30. So bearing in mind that we decided we weren't going to go out on the piss the night before because we were going to stay fresh for our TV debut. Well,
I didn't decide that.
It's not my debut, but more on that later if you want to know it. Anyway, but we were going to stay fresh for TV. But yeah, in the end, we went out axe throwing and got pissed. And yeah, we weren't feeling our best at that point. But you can't tell.
I was all right, to be fair.
Were you? No, I was. To be honest, I was probably still pissed. But you can't tell that was filmed at 11 o'clock with us still pissed. And Joshua had, let's phrase it as, Joshua at 7:30 in the morning had been very unwell in the Airbnb. He'd been so very unwell that he woke me up being very unwell. Let's phrase it like that. Anyway, so yeah, back to the filming. So we were filming from 9 till 5:30. So I was hanging out my arse by the end of the 5:30. There's a lot there was a lot going on and there was a lot hanging about, but they filmed us for about an hour and a half in the morning. They filmed us filming TikToks because they wanted some kind of backstory footage. Then they filmed us filming that podcast that you saw there. Then they filmed us doing a bunch of interviews, and
we did break
they filmed us out in the streets of Manchester. So I think we did break Joshua. Yeah, you're right, Kathy. Although, do you know what? The guy's 28. He broke himself. Do you know what I mean?
He succumbs to peer pressure like nobody else.
I know, but surely there's no excuse for peer pressure at 28, is there? Do you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, like you're frozen on my screen, so I'm going to go out and come back in, if that's all right.
Okay, off you pop.
1 second.
See you later. Right, now it's just me. Everyone hates Baz, don't they? I mean, it's just look. I mean, if I could get a better sidekick, I would do. Honestly, it's just if anyone wants to be my sidekick, please, because I mean, he's shy. Oh, he's back. He's back. Here he is. Yeah, you're right, Baz.
Yeah, well, it was difficult because your face is frozen, and as much as like I'm used to your face, I'm not used to it not moving. So talking to just like a picture of you is like me talking to a picture on my phone, which I do every day anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean. Come on, Baz, admit it. You talk to a picture of me every day. You've got a picture of me on your wall, and you put your hand on it when you go out in the morning and go, we're going to do this, Tiger. Let's go.
You're going to win.
Every morning. or tap my face like the Anfield sign. Absolutely. It's above the door as you leave. You tap my face.
Oh, yes. Are you allowed to say that being Mancunian?
I can say the word Anfield, yes. Yeah,
it was good fun, though, wasn't it? It was.
I could definitely say the word Anfield.
It was a day that was an experience for sure, and and it felt like we're used to being in front of cameras, but usually these kind of ones,
very small ones.
Yeah, but so to have all the lighting and all the stuff that was there, it was really, really good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, Baz was obviously you've seen Baz's content, so Baz was just like going, how much are those lights?
I was.
Can I have some of those lights?
They wouldn't fit in my backpack either. So
that wallpaper's nice. Where'd you get that wallpaper from?
Oh no, I've got so many comments about that wallpaper. It's ridiculous.
There you go, mate. But that's exactly what happened. But no, it was brilliant. We really enjoyed it, and yeah, and like I said, I know it's shit that we can't tell you what's going on, but I promise you. 100% promise you it is worth the wait. So when you do see us on your telly box in the spring, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it because, like I say, all that that was a day full of filming, and that was just kind of the background to who we are.
The VT.
So that's just going to be all the kind of the background bits that they cut in between it all. There is a competition element to what we're doing. There you go. And the first round is going to be filmed first week of November.
8th, the 8th, yeah.
I'm going to be back over in England, and we're doing 4 days of filming, and it's going to be like real long 12-hour days. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a great project we've got involved in, and it's exciting, and yeah, I honestly I think it's going to be incredible, and it definitely going to be worth it. And look. You know me, and Baz. If we could tell you any more, we would do. And I know that sounds shit. We could quite easily have just sat here and not mentioned it at all. So
it's exciting.
I hope you don't mind that we're telling you what we can tell you and what we do know. That's better than not telling you anything, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things as well. It's the I've got to say. So this is for everybody else. When Mike gets in front of a camera, he fucking comes to life. Literally, he's like, boom.
I'm a legend.
Seriously, it's like I've never seen anybody switch from the mate that I know to TV professional like that.
Well, hey, who knows? Who knows, mate? Let's hope that's what I become.
It was good fun though, because and I think because we're all used to filming our own videos on our phones. To suddenly watch all these guys with all their sort of like very expensive equipment, and yeah, I was slightly overawed by the lights. I was like, oh, I need to get hold of these, and yeah,
I've always been fascinated by TV. I wanted to work in TV, like when I was a kid, and don't get me wrong, I love my 23-year-old daughter, but if she can't have come alone, I probably would have been working in TV because.
Well, I've met her, and she's delightful.
She's amazing. Yeah. And clearly, if I wound back the clock, I wouldn't do anything different. But the plan was for me to work in TV, which realistically, you have to work for like 6 months or a year for free to get your foot in the door, sort of thing. But,
not anymore.
But yeah, hey, who knows? But yeah, Lou Robbo's saying that, scoffing that I've said a long 12-hour day. I was referring to TV filming because. We had 8.5-hour day, and I was knackered by the end of it because it's a kind of a unique thing where there's a lot of sitting around doing nothing. But like Baz said, and then the cameras will come on, and you've got to be right up for it, and you've got to be like switched on, and then it's like right, switch off. We're going to change these lights, move this around. You're going to do this. We're going to go out in the street. We're going to go wherever. And it's like there's a bit of downtime, and it's like right, switch on, and then it's just a minute. It's like right, cameras are on, talk to us, and it is exhausting, and it's more mentally exhausting, obviously, than physically exhausting. And yes, being still pissed from the night before doesn't help. But
so my observation is this: is like so when we're filming TikToks and content and stuff like that. Generally, quite often, I'll get stuff in 1 or 2 takes. Fuck me, it's like literally 7 or 8 takes to get the thing they want, right? I was literally like, you guys are professionals. How come we can get it in 1 and you've got to take 6 or 7 of these things?
I got it in 1 quite a few times, to be fair, Baz.
Mm. I know, it wasn't that, though. Even when you did get it right, they still wanted to do it again for a different angle.
You said that was perfect, but could we do it from this angle? That was perfect, but can you do it when you hold your phone this way instead of that way?
How many times as well did you say? So what's my motivation here?
I was just. They must have thought I was a knob when I kept saying that. I clearly said it for a joke, but I was like, yeah. So what's my character been going through? What was his upbringing? I was like, tell me a little bit more about Mike. I want to know, did he have a rough childhood, or is he okay? Or I need to get into the head of Mike before I perform. So yeah, that's what I was up to. It was really, really. It was a fascinating experience, and yeah, there's more of it to come. And don't worry, like I say, we can't say anything until probably the week before it launches, when it's announced what it is and our faces show up on adverts advertising the TV, advertising the show and stuff. But once it does, we've got a load of behind the scenes stuff from what we've done already, and we're going to have a load of other behind the scenes. We're going to take loads of footage. I mean, they know we're all on TikTok, so they know we're going to do a load of behind the scenes stuff. So there's going to be loads of content that will be on YouTube and TikTok and all that that you'll be able to see. That look, you'll be sick of seeing it in the spring. We're just not allowed to show any of it, and you can understand that because obviously it's a big show. It's on terrestrial TV, so it's on a national network, and they want to make a big thing of when it's launched because it's not a show that's been run before, so it's a new show. Oh, that's beautiful. That was worth buying these new mics for that alone, pal.
Hang on, let's do it again.
So yeah, obviously it's a new show, and it's quite a high-profile show. But they want to do all the PR behind it and do all the launching of it, and clearly, if we kind of let the cat out of the bag beforehand, they'll probably kick us off the show. I say probably. They would definitely if we let the cat out of the bag. So yeah, and look, I know it's like someone saying, "I've got a secret, but I can't tell you." And I know that's a pain in the ass, but
we're doing quite well, to be fair.
But yeah, but we decided to tell you a little bit, just because it's really interesting, rather than just keep it all a secret until the spring. So we told you as much as we can, maybe a little bit more than we should have done. But right, yeah. So they thought you were a knob. They did. They were very good judges of characters. They thought I was a knob straight away, which was bang on.
Well, from my point of view, it was quite difficult because I can't remember the last time I made a video where my voice was actually on it. It's probably actually I know when it was. It was when I celebrated my 300,000 followers, and I made a video about it. And it was the last time I spoke, and then I got a load of stuff going. Oh, you're not American, as usual. So when they were like saying to me, "Oh, you've got to talk," I was like, "Talk? Have you not seen what I do? I don't say fuck all."
No. I've wound the clock right back to when I was a kid, where it was all silent movies. That's what you were saying, wasn't it?
Well, literally, yeah. And it was like, the old. My thing is when they used to flick stories on the corner of a book.
So, excuse me as well. That's the first time I think that I've coughed on this, and I'm not looking for sympathy, but I just want to explain that it's not COVID.
Okay.
Because I've had both jabs and COVID, so it's definitely not that.
Do you think it's because you
got a bit of a cold? It's gone. Do you remember colds? Do you remember when people used to get colds because they used to hang around with each other, not wash their hands properly, and breathe on each other? Remember those? Yeah, well, I've got one of them. So yeah, I'm all right though. I
think it might be because you used your voice so much last Wednesday.
It quite possibly could. Here's an exclusive that you won't hear about when it goes live. Is I had a flight back. Booked for Friday, but me, Baz, and Joshua drank so much on Tuesday night and Wednesday night, and for me, Wednesday night was a significant amount of gin that I woke up on on Thursday morning, and just thought, I need to go home. I can't be here anymore. I need to go home and get into the fetal position. So what I did was I rearranged my flights, and I flew home a day early. Because I was in pieces. I was a mess. So God knows what it's going to be like spending 4 days with these boys.
Well, I got the train back to Milton Keynes and then sat in a pub waiting for my wife to come and pick me up. So I had a few beers while I was there, just to sort of like take the edge off it.
I definitely could have sat in a pub had I not had to drive from Belfast Airport back to my house. I definitely would have had some boozes in the airport. Lou's saying, "Wait, Baz, you're from MK? I was there last week. He's not from MK. He's the Bedford Massive." Yeah.
So basically, if I want to get to Manchester, I have to get a train from Milton Keynes, which is the direct route.
Exactly. If you want to go to if you want to get a train to Manchester, you have to drive away from the sticks to some kind of civilization. To get onto a train to go to more civilization.
Cole, you've been to my manor. It's literally the sticks. You're quite right.
Mate, wait till you come to my manor. You'll know what sticks is. Bloody hell! If you could, do you know what? I picked my daughter and my niece up from school the other day, and we saw a police car with its lights on, and I was like, "Whoa, a police car with its lights on!" And I realised that in the 2 years I've lived here, I've seen a police car with its lights on twice.
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's amazing because we often leave the door open and all of that shit, and I very rarely lock my car doors. And do you know the thing that struck me most about when we moved here is I drove into a petrol station, filled my car with petrol, locked the doors.
You
went
lucky
into the
gloating bastard.
This was months ago when all you lot were buying it as well. And I went into the petrol station. When I came out, there was a car in front of the petrol station. The door was open. The keys were in the ignition. The engine was running. And that's how the lad of about 20 had left his car as he nipped into the petrol station for fags. I was like, even if you live somewhere in England that's not that ropey, nobody would do that anymore. And,
No.
and don't get me wrong, that's not an Ireland thing. That's a Donegal thing because it's very rural up here. And like I say, the county that I live in it's the size of Greater London, but it's got the population of Bury, so it's
Very sparse.
but it's cool though. Do you know what I mean? Because it winds the clock back a few years, but in a good way. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I remember we were playing golf when on Bury Golf Course, and there were some lads walking across it. You immediately went into fight or flight mode, because you sort of like, it was like instantly.
I mean, I remember that exact moment. I seen some lads walking across the, and the reason for that is because I track my yardages with my phone, and my phone was on my golf bag, and I was walking away. I'd put my golf bag up to the next tee, and I was going to the green. But I'd seen some kids walking by my golf. I probably would have done the same thing over here, to be honest, because it's just. But yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, look, it was on our local radio news today as I was driving home. Was a story about someone who'd smashed a window on their front door and broken into the house. That made
this is Donegal.
That made the radio news. That made the radio news, and I was just like, I mean, it's cool that is newsworthy, but it was like, do you know what I mean? Imagine Radio Manchester, breaking news, axe fraud, not that one. So breaking news, somebody's broken in by smashing somebody's front door, a pane of glass on the front door and opening the door.
Yeah,
it's just different. It's just different. Anyway, just before we move on, how did you enjoy that 25-minute video? Because it's something we're looking to do more of. So we're kind of we're looking for ways that we can move this on, because we've kind of just done our thing and not really thought about it, and enjoyed doing what we're doing. So we're looking to move it on. We're looking to make it a bigger thing. We're looking to move it to more formats and things like that. So the fact that we had to record 25 minutes for the telly. Oh, thanks, Huxley. Nice. The fact we had to record it for telly is kind of given us a bit of an idea. What we're thinking of doing is the same thing each week. So me, Baz, and possibly a guest will do a more traditional type of podcast where we'll record it ahead of time. It'll be edited. It'll be slick. We can throw it out onto YouTube and Facebook, and we'll put the audio onto iTunes and Spotify and things like that. But also, what we'll do is we will do same as what we've done here. So we will then put we will broadcast that version on a Wednesday night, as we did tonight, and then do kind of an after show live. So it's a bit like, if you think of it, it's a bit like I think I put that in the YouTube and Twitch description tonight. It's a bit like when you got Strictly, and then they go to like the what's it called? The It Takes Two,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of the show after it. I think this that we're doing now can be that version of that. Just less sequins. But I mean, when Baz is around, who knows? But to be fair, I think
I'm not sure that I like less sequins.
less sequins than Strictly, mate. You know, you've still got a fair bit of scope there. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to move this in terms of the format. We're going to do a recorded 25 minutes to 30 minutes, which will be a standalone. It will be available on loads of different podcast formats. And then what we'll do is we'll broadcast that to you. We can comment as it's going on in the comment section, and then we'll come on and do what we're doing now afterwards and talk about what we did. So it's still quite a unique format, but it's kind of like it's taking this into a more traditional podcast format, so we can push it out to more formats and more media. So
we just want these faces to be seen by more people.
There you go. Huxley, next up, live audience. That was the plan, but that was the plan, and we will do that. We will do that. That is definitely in the plan. If we can get one done, we were talking about this in Manchester. If we can get one done before Christmas,
yeah, for
we'll
sure.
do it. So we will have it's going to be a glorified meetup. So we'll get together and do a excuse me. We'll do a recording of the podcast, but we'll do it with people in the audience, and then we'll all go out on the piss afterwards. So that was always the intention.
What we won't be doing is filming it live on the mountaintop with Johan.
Yeah. No, Kathy said there that I was going to film people like Johan, film a day walking with them and stuff. I was this summer. My intention was to do a lot of traveling, a lot of meeting people, a lot of stuff. That clearly with everything that has happened over the last 18 months, that wasn't really the right time to do it. I'm going to do that next summer. So I'm going to go back to England, Scotland, Wales, all over the UK, and I'm also going to do. I've got an idea that I want to do over here, which is 32 counties in 32 days. So go and meet somebody from each county, stay over, go to the local shops, and just do kind of 32 little travelogues.
Can I be Bedfordshire, please?
I'm talking about here.
Oh yeah, your place. Okay.
There's more than 32 counties in the UK. I'm talking about in Ireland. So it'll be going around and meeting people from each one and filming content and doing that. And the idea would be that it would be 32 separate little travelogues of it. So people learn about the real Ireland, and if you come to Ireland, don't just go to Dublin or whatever.
Sounds good.
The same thing in the UK. So it would be going back and doing similar sorts of things. And I've got an idea that I really want to go and see there's loads of quirky festivals and events that happen in the UK, like and including, because I will be there next year, the World Black Pudding Throwing that happens in Ramsbottom in Bury every year. So things like that, I'd love to go and do a lot of stuff. So Kathy, it is still on the agenda. It's just this summer wasn't the right time, because of travel restrictions.
I could get you into like some of the ag shows that I do, because obviously you saw the clips that I posted up a little while ago. That'd just be made to measure for you to come and do your voiceovers on that.
Mate, I'll do all that. Cool. So, right. So a couple of things have happened to me this week. It was supposed to be 3, but I can't remember what the third one was. Oh, by the way, before we came on air, Baz, we talked about who might be a guest next week. Has he confirmed he's available?
He did at the time. So what I'll do is I'll check with him. I'm pretty sure he will.
Do you want to just text him now because if he responds in the next 20 minutes, we'll be able to tell people that he's on next week.
Right, I'll do it now.
So yeah, well, while he's talking about that, I'll just talk to you about. I have that sounds like I'm going to talk about a medical ailment. I don't. I have a strange itching in an intimate area. I don't. By the way, that was a joke.
I just literally typed that as well.
Oh, Kathy's just said you're having your birthday soon, aren't you? I am. It's my birthday tomorrow. So do you know what? I'm thinking about what we'll do. is after this. I think after this, me and Baz are going to FaceTime for a bit. But if everyone's not going to bed before midnight, Baz and I think we'll do a TikTok live.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll do it from 11 and stay up until it's my bedtime.
Oh, this reminds me of the time we stayed up for your 100,000.
No, exactly. So we'll do a live birthday. So we'll move over. We'll move over for that. But yeah, I did a I do a well. Background is there's not a public healthcare over here. It's heavily subsidised, but it's not free. So I have there's a company in Ireland who I have a quarterly cholesterol check done, but I have to do it myself at home. So they send me.
Okay, I'm interested now.
Oh, they send me this stuff. So they send me a thing they send me this little thing, and you got to collect my own blood. So they send me this thing with these special things. You snap the top of it, you push it on, and it just spikes a thing into your finger, and then you drip the blood into this little vial. For some reason this morning, my blood just didn't want to come out, so I was just like, right, great. So it was like this finger first, not enough came out, and then it's like, if it finishes, you've got to go and move on to. So I had to move on to this finger, and then I ended up having to do 4 fingers. And even though they were tiny, you're definitely not going to be able to see in this light. But you can see little dots. Oh, you can see the dots on the end of my fingers.
Yeah, see him.
They look like nothing, but I tell you what, everything you touch is like it's so painful. So I've got 4 fingers. I went to play golf today, and I've got a splinter in this one as well that I can't get out. So I've got 5 of my 8 fingers that hurt when I hold my golf club. So even if you're a good golfer, I reckon having 5 of your 8 fingers hurting when you're playing golf is a massive disadvantage, isn't it?
100%. Well, you remember my bleating about it.
It's one of those things, mate. It's like a paper cut. You can't moan about it because it looks like nothing, but it hurts like hell. Do you know what I mean? Every time I touch something with them, it's horrible. Oh, and the other thing is a bit of a flex here. But do you know what else I did today?
Go on.
My car was low on petrol, so I drove up to a petrol station. I pulled into a petrol station to a pump that was free. I filled my car with petrol and paid for my petrol and left. That's what I did.
You're not bad.
Because you know why, Baz? Do you know why? Because the people of Ireland haven't gone batshit crazy about petrol.
Bizarre,
they know it's not going to run out unless you buy too much.
Well, as I was saying to you earlier before we came on, the only reason I decided to get fuel yesterday was I was going to Windsor today and I needed enough fuel to get there and back. And also, the road back to my house from the gym literally involves sitting in the queue that the petrol station near my house has formed. So when I go to the roundabout where I usually go right, I thought, fuck it, I'll just go to the petrol station. So they put a limit of 30 quid on there. So I did £29.99p. And that was
you know how much I put in today, Baz?
Was it 60, 70, 80 quid?
60 euros. Have it.
If
you want to come around, I'll sell you loads, mate.
It's a bizarre situation, though, because as we all know sitting here, there is no fuel shortage. It's just panic buying.
Well, there wasn't a fuel shortage until people thought there was going to be fuel shortage. And they bought so much, they created a fuel shortage.
Well, it's actually, what is it? It's not actually a shortage because all the places are like reporting that they've got plenty of fuel. It's a deliverance, isn't it? They just can't get it out.
But all the depots have got plenty of fuel. Hello, Adam, by the way. All the depots have got shitloads of fuel, but people have been buying it so quick they can't get it to the petrol stations quickly. So people have created a fuel shortage in the fear there would be a fuel shortage.
And it's still going on. And like literally, I could look outside of my door here and look, while the petrol station, there's a Shell across the road from me. Literally, all I can see is the traffic there 24 hours a day.
Do you know what? I might film a TikTok tomorrow of me just rocking up in my car like that. Like that, just driving up.
There's
Yeah.
there's a video of a guy on a bike going
As
through.
much as I want. They're not telling me I've got to stop at 30.
There's a video going around of a guy on a bike like, going through a petrol station going, look, I'm on a bike, I don't need anything. But people have stitched it together with another video of someone driving onto a car door.
Yes.
So
I've seen it. It's
Jeremy Lynch.
Yeah, Jeremy Lynch. Yeah, it's very good. Adam says it's a scam to raise revenue. It's not. It's fucking stupid people acting fucking stupid. That's what it is.
But it's also been delivered by the media because like the amount of times they've said, "Oh, there's a fuel shortage," that, when there isn't one, the actual news is saying there's a fuel shortage. So people are literally going, "I need fuel."
Yeah, but they say fuel. People go, "Shit, it's petrol." It's not.
Yeah.
There is a shortage, but there's a shortage of natural gas.
Yeah.
There isn't a shortage of petrol.
I know,
and that's the thing.
But the fuel in terms of like why people are getting like diesel and petrol is literally they're doing these reports of like petrol stations shutting down and cameras at these at the petrol stations showing, oh look, there's a fuel shortage, and they're reporting it as it's petrol and diesel. So people are literally going, oh shit, I need fuel to get to work.
Again, Adam was saying there's fuel, there's no drivers. There's plenty of drivers. There's enough drivers to deliver a normal amount of fuel to all of the petrol stations
in the UK. Yeah,
in the UK, but everyone's got. But it got out. Somebody somewhere has started to say, "Oh well, there's a lack of petrol. There's a lack of drivers for this. There's a lack of drivers for that. There's going to be a shortage." And as soon as anybody, as soon as the idea that there's going to be a fuel shortage gets a little bit of traction, then it just goes bonkers. I mean, look back to. I mean, we were in Turkey for Molly's operation, and we were watching the news. And it's just like fucking people fighting each other in Tesco over pasta.
And sausage and toilet rolls.
Yeah, pasta and toilet rolls. Toilet rolls, because everybody knows that if there's a pandemic of a respiratory illness, everyone's going to run out of toilet paper. Because, I don't know why, just because. But it's the same thing. But it's a bizarre, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating if you think of like human behavior, right? That you get loads of people going, shit, this is going to happen. And then, I say loads of people, you get a minority of people that go, shit, this is going to happen, so I'm going to change my behavior because this is going to happen.
Yeah.
The majority of people going, that's not going to happen, so I'm not going to change my behavior. Until enough people change the behavior that make it a danger that it is going to happen, that even the rational people have to behave like that, like you did.
Well, up until last week, there was literally no issue with going to a petrol station, and the problem is when it gets reported on the 9 o'clock news or whatever time the news is put out that there's a fuel shortage and that the petrol stations are running out of fuel. People just kind of go, "Oh, I need to make sure that I have fuel for me because I need to." It's an irrational fear, and now what's happening is people like me are going, "Well, I actually need to get fuel now. I haven't filled up for ages. I've got somewhere to go." And now you're joining in the queue with all the people who are buying irrationally, and you feel guilty about doing it. Do you know what I mean?
I just find it fascinating because I remember that that was the case. That was the case with because again, I did notice though, because we heard all about that when we were in Turkey and we knew we were coming back here. So when I was in Turkey, I bought a holdall, filled it with soap, toilet roll, and pasta.
Yeah,
I brought it back for us here. I've got back here. Everyone's going, "What are you doing?" I was like, "No, I've got all this stuff because they're running out." So I ain't running out here. Do you know what I mean? So it must be a British thing. It must be a British lunacy thing.
It is for sure. It's happened so many times before in terms of like people like literally. So go back to the toilet paper issue. Is like people were kind of going, "Oh yeah, if there's going to be shortages, the one thing that everybody does is use the toilet and obviously needs toilet paper." It was that thing of going, "Oh, I can't not have it." Well, actually, like the truth of the matter is, before toilet paper was invented, people were doing the thing that everyone was worried about quite happily.
But not just that, people were going to the shops and buying 6 months worth of toilet paper, and I was like, I don't know how long. And the people, because it was a Manchester thing, because Cushell is made in Manchester, and the guy, the head of Cushell, just went, "We're not running out. It's all right. You're all fine." Do you know what I mean?
Well, it becomes a supply chain issue, doesn't it? At the end of the day, it's like, So getting back to the petrol crisis, like petrol stations are saying we get our usual 3 week supply and it's going in a day.
Yeah.
So so people are just
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Adam's talking about crap wages for drivers and drivers with HGV tickets are driving cabs. But I'm not sure about that because you get paid far more for driving an HGV than a cab. But there might be some people doing that. But the uncomfortable truth is there were loads of drivers before all the EU drivers had to go home. Soz, but it's true.
It is true, yeah. I mean, although I haven't said that, they're saying
at least people have got black passports.
Well, they're saying as well
it's not blue because my son's got one. It's black.
So the numbers are they're saying there's 100,000 shortage of drivers, and yet they're releasing 5,000 visa applications for drivers to drive up until the end of December.
Yeah.
It's like a drop in the ocean, isn't it? I mean, so you still got 95,000 shortage of drivers, which I can't see because like every day you ever go on a road, the M1 is still full of lorries.
There was, there wasn't a shortage of drivers.
Yeah,
there was plenty of drivers. There was plenty of drivers until there was a plenty of drivers until drivers not from this country worried that they wouldn't be allowed to live or work in this country anymore, so went home.
Yep. Well, 5,000 of those are coming back.
but it's all about jobs for the Brits, isn't it?
Anyway, we always said we wouldn't talk about politics, and this is sort of getting on that. What else have you done this week?
That was more satire than politics. It was more irony than politics. I don't talk proper politics.
So what else have you done this week then, Mike?
I don't know. I've told you I had 3 things, and I've forgotten what the third one is. I played a lot of golf this week. Some good. So do you know what? My golf game is summed up by that TikTok. It was like sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That is exactly the description of my golfing. It's
so let's actually, while we're on the topic of golf, what do you think about the Ryder Cup?
The Ryder Cup, I think with a different captain, we would have still been beaten.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't have been as horsed as we were.
Yeah. I didn't watch the last day because I knew we were going to get absolutely stuffed. No. So what was the final score?
I think some of his decisions to who to pair together and when to send them out were shite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love, and I will still love Padraig Harrington.
Same.
Because me and Emma went to watch the Ryder Cup in 2006 at the K Club in Ireland. And obviously we won, and it was the one, you'll remember it when I say that it was the one that was done, was shortly after Darren Clarke's wife had died. He won his point on the 16th green, fell in, just collapsed into tears, and the whole European Ryder Cup team embraced him. Me and Emma were by that green. I've just got goosebumps talking about it. But me and Emma were by that green when that happened. It was just incredible moment, and it was just so amazing being there. Anyway, when that happened, there was a big celebration, and at the end, there was kind of a fans' village sort of thing when they had a bit of a disco and everyone was dancing about and stuff. And to be honest, most people had gone home, so there wasn't that many. There was probably about 50 of us left, having a few beers, having a bit of a dance. And Padraig Harrington and David Howell came in there. It was kind of a salmon pink Ryder Cup.
I remember it well, yeah.
Yeah, they came in there like that, and obviously they got mobbed. And I'm normally not one to. I'm not normally a kind of a fanboy. Do you know what I mean? I'm normally pretty kind of famous people are famous people stuff. As soon as I saw Padraig Harrington, I swear I windmilled past and through loads of people, throwing them over my shoulder to get to him. And I got to him on the dance floor, just got him in a headlock, and I was just pissed bouncing with Padraig Harrington celebrating the Ryder Cup. And it is obviously one of the best memories of my entire life. And for that reason, He could literally do the worst thing in the world, and I would never stop loving him. I think he's amazing. But even though I love him, even though you love your kids, they could do stuff wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Padraig Harrington, but and like I said, to be fair, I think we could have done better with we could have done better with a different captain, but we still wouldn't have beat him because the US team had the highest average world ranking they've ever had, and they finally stopped relying on older players, which ironically is what we did. So the European team kind of dragged in Poulter and Casey. I think Casey might have qualified and things like that, but it was just kind of the Ryder Cup. The European Ryder Cup team just had an air of kind of just it's getting on a bit now. It's like Westwood and Casey, and I know they weren't picks. The only one really was, Garcia was a pick, and he played really well. Poulter was a pick, and he had a shambles, but it's McIlroy didn't turn up.
Yeah, but he's in a bad stretch at the moment, isn't he?
All the ones that would know, and all the ones that in Paris really turned up and really put it on. Do you know what I mean? Just didn't turn up, and for once, the US looked like a team instead of individuals.
We spoke about this before, didn't we? They've never looked like a team.
They've never looked like a team because they had people. They had Mickelson, and they had Mickelson and Woods, and massive players who didn't really know each other. Whereas you look at it now, they've got a bunch of young guys who played with or against each other at college level. And that's the difference. The difference. So they've got world rankings plus the team spirit, whereas usually they've got the world rankings, but we've got the team spirit, and it might override it. But yeah,
I have to say though, having watched it, is it John Ram?
Yes, John Ram. Yeah,
what a great player he is! It's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Actually, just while we're on that, has anyone else? What's everyone else been doing this week? Because it's you had 3 things, we got down to 2 things, and now we finished that.
I wish I could remember. If I remember the third, I went to write them down. I remember 3 things I did this week.
Well, I've done 1 day's work this week, which is all I'm booked in to do. So I was at Windsor today, getting in preparation.
More than me, mate.
Well, you're working on Friday, aren't you?
Well, kind of. Do you know what I mean? I'm painting my mate's house, and I'm getting paid money. I will declare to the taxman, obviously.
God bless you, Jeff Bezos.
But yeah, the taxman ain't going to notice it because, to be fair, it doesn't matter what I do between now and the end of the year. Having my business shut down due to COVID from March, then yeah. It doesn't matter what I earn between now and the end of the year. The taxman's not going to worry about me because I ain't going over any threshold.
Sorry, just to interrupt you. I've just got a message back from our prospective guest for next week. It doesn't necessarily need to be filmed on a Wednesday, does it?
No. Not
Sorry, everybody.
No.
FaceTime chat now.
No, so he's not free on Wednesday, but
no, he said he's going to speak to his other half to see if they've got plans.
We can sort it anyway. So yes, I'm gonna say he's on anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So next week, like I said, the new format we're gonna run with this format, see if it works. I think it's gonna work well. So we'll do the same as we did this week. So we're gonna pre-record 25 minutes to half an hour of a podcast, possibly with a guest, or something a little bit different. That will go out on loads of different formats. And then what we'll do to keep the interaction that we get here, that we love sitting here and we love chatting to you on a Wednesday night. So we'll all sit here and we'll watch it together. And then just like we did this week, and then we'll come live after that. So we will be talking next week to a guy called Rick Christian. And he is on Tickety Talk. He is Rick Bearded Life.
Rick _ Bearded Life, yeah.
Rick _ Bearded Life. Sorry. It's just because I've stopped calling myself Dad Dancer. I just call myself Dad Dancer now.
When
Because
you-
if you put Dad Dancer into TikTok, it comes up with me finally
Oh,
instead of
brilliant.
just people dancing. It doesn't on YouTube yet, but it does if you type Dad.Dancer tube. There you
Okay.
go. It's important you have to do that. But yeah, Rick _ Bearded Life. So Rick Bearded Life is so Rick Christian is going to come and join us next week. Got a fascinating story about his upbringing. I'm not going to spoil any surprises and tell you what, but yeah, we'll be interviewing him, and who knows, we might do an interview with him and then have him on to react to it as well.
That'd be cool. That'd be well cool.
We'll see if we can do that. We will do. But if not, we'll have an interview with him, and then Baz and I will come back and do this kind of the what we're going to call the lock-in after hours.
But so if you follow Rick on TikTok, you know he makes quite sort of like thirsty content. He's quite open about it. But yeah, his actual upbringing explains a lot about him. So I got to spend a weekend with him, and if John's still on here, John knows him quite well as well. So he's a fascinating character.
Just before we go, Kathy said, "How's Tiger Woods doing?" It's a great question. I did look into this last week.
So can you explain to me, because I don't know anything about Tiger Woods at the moment.
Don't know. No, you didn't see what happened. He was in a car accident.
Okay,
a long while. Did you not even know that? Bloody hell!
No, listen, I'm so self-absorbed. I don't know anything about the outside world.
Tiger Woods was in a car accident probably 3 or 4 months ago. Where he had an open fracture of his. Basically, he had. I don't know what the medical term is for it, but I think he broke his tib and his fib, and they basically broke through the skin, and his leg was in a mess. Yeah, he was in a car accident and ended up losing it and falling down an embankment and all that kind of stuff. And taken to hospital. So yeah, he's not able to play golf at the moment. By the way, he did shatter his leg. There you go. Kathy Stewart's got it right. He shattered his leg. But yeah, it's he's in rehab. He's in rehab. He's not able to. I think he's still working on walking. To be honest, so
wow.
I'm pretty sure. To be honest, Tiger was struggling with injuries anyway, so I'm pretty sure this is just kind of. I'm pretty sure this has curtailed his career. But to be honest, seeing the state of the car that he was in, he probably is, and rightly should be, just thankful to be alive. To be honest,
yeah. Well, he's not a young man anymore either, is he? So,
yeah. Well, you know, he's early 40s. I'd say anyone in the. I'd say someone who was turning 47 at midnight is a young man.
I was going to say, how old are you tomorrow? You just answered that. Yeah, the other thing is,
at midnight, mate, loving all of it.
I think he's just trying to replicate Jack Nicklaus's career, because it's virtually on the same kind of trajectory, isn't he? Like, you know, spell where he doesn't win a major and then he wins it at like 40 something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, yes, I am 47 tomorrow. But you know, as we say, look, let's finish on this in a Jerry Springer type way, okay? I don't fear getting old. I fear not getting old.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
What a lovely way to end the podcast.
There we go. Take that away. Take that with you in life, and we'll see you next week.
Actually, before you do go, just got to say, because obviously this is recorded forever now, happy birthday for tomorrow, Mike.
Oh, thanks, pal. See you later, everybody.
See you later.